Hi everyone, it's Miss Melody from the Ludington Library Junior Room. Welcome back to Try It Out with Miss Melody. Right now we are in the month of November, and there is a holiday coming up at the very end of this month. Do you know what it is? It is Thanksgiving. During the month of November, a lot of families like to take a little extra time to think about things that they are thankful for or grateful for. Being grateful is noticing the good things and the good people in your life and appreciating them. So today we're going to do a little project that might help you do that a little more often. We are going to be making gratitude stones. Now, to start this project, you're going to have to do something that we do a lot in Try It Out with Miss Melody, and that is go on a little nature walk. Because you are going to need to find some stones that are not very big, but are smooth on one side and flat, because we're going to be putting something on the side of our stone. The best place to go and look for stones is going to be at a park or a playground or along a walking trail. That's where I found most of mine, at a walking trail. So you're going to need a few stones that are smooth and flat, some scissors, some brightly colored tissue paper. I just used some leftovers from some gifts I got. You're going to need a little paintbrush, just a small one, and some Mod Podge. If you do not have Mod Podge, you can make your own by mixing together 1 cup of white glue and 1/3 cup of water. Mix them together and they'll make a substance that's kind of like Mod Podge that will dry pretty clear. You may also want a writing utensil, so a pencil. I'm not sure if I'll use mine or not, but you might want one. You are going to start by finding your rocks and washing them. So you're going to put them in the sink with a little bit of soap and wash them so they're nice and clean. Then we're ready to make them into gratitude stones. The way that we're going to make them into gratitude stones is by adding a little heart to them to help so that when we see them, it will help us to stop and think, what are some things in my life that I love, that I'm thankful for, that I'm grateful for? So I'm going to pick a stone. I'm going to pick this one. It's got a nice flat surface. And I'm going to cut out a little heart to attach to my stone. I think I'm going to use my red paper for this. And this is where you might want to use a pencil. You may want to draw a heart onto your paper and cut it out. I think I'm just going to freehand it. I'm going to fold my paper in half and cut out half of a heart so that it'll be nice and symmetrical. The heart I cut out at the beginning is probably going to be a little bit too big. This is a very small stone. So I'm going to cut out a heart, and then I might have to trim it down. So I'm going to put it on top of my rock, and I notice it is way too big. It's sticking off the sides of the rock. So I'm going to trim it to make it a little bit smaller so that it will fit. If you are a smaller person, you're probably going to want to draw your heart out to make it a little easier. Older kids and adults might be able to do it freehand. Try it again. Let's see. This is, I think, going to be the perfect size. It fits right on top of my rock. Now, I'm going to take my Mod Podge, stir it up a little bit, and I'm going to add a layer of Mod Podge to the whole top of my rock. So I'm just paint. Doesn't need to be very thick, but we want Mod Podge on there over the whole thing so that my heart will stick to the top of my rock. There we go. Nice thin layer. Then I'm going to plop my heart right down on top. Position it the way that I want it. See how it's sticking on there? Then I'm going to take another layer of Mod Podge and paint it across the top. I want to cover all of the heart so that it doesn't start peeling up. When the Mod Podge dries, it will harden and it will help to keep my heart on my rock. So I'm going to do a nice even layer. And leave it to dry. And that is as easy as it gets. You don't have to do anything else. But if you do want to do another step, you can take a Sharpie And if you would like to write something that you're thankful on the blank back of your heart, on the blank back of your rock, you can do that as well. So that when you see the rock with a heart on it, you could flip it over and say, oh, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my friends or my dog or the house that I get to live in. There are a couple different things that you can do with these gratitude stones once you are finished with them. And I think I'm actually going to make a couple more as well. So I'll have a collection with maybe a couple different colors of hearts on them. You can put these rocks next to your bed or by your place at the table, and so that every time you see them, you can think about something that you're grateful for. You can hold the rock in your hand and think about or write down some ideas about things that you're grateful for. Sometimes during this month, people like to keep a gratitude journal where they write down one thing that they're grateful for every single day of the month, so you might want to try that. You could also hold this in your hand and rub it if you're feeling kind of anxious or upset, and it might help to calm you down. Or you could recruit your whole family, have them sit maybe at the dinner table and pass the rock around and have each person share something that they're thankful for or that they're grateful for, so that you can hear some of the things that your family members are thankful for as well. I hope that you enjoyed this project and that you will be able to think of lots of things in your life that are good and that make you happy. Before you go, I do have a few book recommendations, and all these books are about gratitude and about thankfulness. The first one is called Thank You and Good Night. It's by Patrick McDonald. And this book is about a group of little creatures, of animals, who are getting together to have a sleepover. They do lots of exciting and fun things together, and at the end of the night, they think back on all the things that they were grateful that they got a chance to do, things that they enjoyed during the day. This is a great book to read at nighttime, because then maybe you can also think about things during the day that you are grateful for. The next one is called Thank You, Bear. This book is by Greg Foley. This book is about a little bear who has gotten a present for his friend, and he wants to go give that present to his friend, but on the way he meets lots of animals who are telling him that maybe the present isn't good enough. We'll have to see how it ends. Is his friend happy about the present? Is he grateful for it? This book is a little bit different. It is called Penguin Problems. It's by Jory John, and it is about a little penguin, this guy right here, who is not very grateful. Everything around him seems terrible. He's not happy about where he lives. He's not happy about the weather. And maybe by the end of the book, he will find something to be thankful for. So this is maybe for a kid who is feeling a little bit grumpy that things are not really going their way, to help them reflect on things that they might like in their life. The last book I have for you is a book with some Cherokee writing in it. This is called We're Grateful, Ojeleheliga, and it takes you through a whole year and all the different seasons with a group of Cherokee people and the things that they notice and things that they are thankful for during the changing seasons. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you will find lots of things in your life that you are thankful for, and we hope to see you in the library soon.